Good morning, first grade. Now that you have watched the videos of I'm Not a Scribble and Never Let a Unicorn Scribble, we are going to be creating our own piece of artwork using just a scribble. So I am going to be starting with a black marker. If you don't have a black marker available to you, then you can just use a pencil. Just use what you have available. Now, we're going to make our piece of artwork using just a scribble. Now, when you are doing this scribble, you're not going to do a scribble like this, and you're not going to do a little teeny tiny scribble. You're going to do like a really big loopy scribble. And I'm just going to fill up my page. All my lines are going to overlap or touch each other, and then I'm going to stop. Once you have this done, you're going to put the lid on your marker, and then you're going to use your regular markers, your crayons, colored pencils, whatever you have available to you. Now, when you look at the scribble that you made, every time those lines overlap, you created a new shape. So every time you made a new shape, you're going to carefully color that in. So I'm just going to carefully color in this little shape. And then I'm going to put my lid on, switch colors, because now over here I have a new shape. So every time you see a new shape, you are going to switch colors. And if you only have markers available to you, that's fine. If you only have crayons available to you, that's fine too. Just use what you have. Now here's a new shape. And sometimes these shapes are going to play tricks on you, because some of them are going to be really big and some of them are going to be really teeny tiny. So you have to pay close attention to where you're coloring. And once I'm done, I'm going to show you a few do not do examples, okay? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pause the video and I'm just going to finish coloring my scribble drawing, and then I'll restart the video so you can see what it looks like once it's finished, and then I'll show you a couple do not do examples, okay? Okay, now my project is complete. So you can see that you can even make a beautiful piece of artwork from a scribble. Now, this is where the project ends. So you can take a photo of it and upload it into your Seesaw journal so that I can see it, or you can go one step further. If you want, you can take your scissors and you can very carefully follow the black line all the way around your scribble drawing. Don't leave any white paper. Now, you don't have to do this step, but if you want to go a little further, maybe challenge yourself a little bit more, you can get out your scissors, cut it out, and then we're going to glue it carefully onto a piece of colored construction paper. So if you have construction paper, pick out a color. You can do just regular black if you wanted to, or you could pick out your favorite color. Maybe you did all of your coloring on your scribble with just a couple colors, so maybe you could pick that same color for your background. So if you did all purples and pinks and blues, maybe you want to do a purple background. It's up to you. Okay, so my drawing is all cut out. I'm going to throw my scraps away, keep my table nice and clean, put my scissors back because I don't need them anymore. And then I'm going to flip my white paper over, take my glue bottle, and if you don't have a glue bottle and you just have a glue stick, that's fine too. And I'm just going to add a few polka dots to the back. Dot, dot, not a lot. Okay. And then I'm just going to carefully flip it over, put it right in the middle, press it down, and there you go. Your drawing is complete. You can then take a photo of it and upload it onto Seesaw. The cool thing about this project is you can turn it any way you want. I think it looks cool this way, so that's how I'm going to take the photo. Now, before you start yours, I'm going to show you a few do not do examples, okay? So the first do not do. Do not take your pencil and then do something like this. Yes, that's a scribble, but are you going to be able to color in those spaces? No, you're not. I also don't want to see this. Yes, that's also a scribble, and it looks very cool. But do you know how hard it's going to be to get into all those teeny tiny itty bitty spaces? So that is also a do not do example, okay? One more. Here's one more do not do. Okay, you're probably wondering, well, Mrs. D, what's wrong with that one? Well, look it. This line doesn't touch another line. So how am I supposed to color that space in? Am I supposed to color all the way out here too? So this line needs to touch another line. Then this scribble is fine, but it's still a little too tiny. You need to make it really, really big, okay? So here's a few do not do examples, and here's what your project will look like once it's finished. If you want, you can also go in and add your name. Alrighty, best of luck, first grade. Enjoy your scribbling.